Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me again, back with Stalker GAMMA, the Sin Ironman Season 2. Now, I'm just going to say it right off the bat. I am debuffed this episode, everybody. I don't know how it happened, but, like, a hair from my beard is, like, in my throat somehow. Like, I don't know how it happened, so you're going to be hearing me clearing my throat, because I can feel it. Like, you have to understand, I can feel it. It's awful. Anyways, what were we doing? We were struggling to survive last time we played. We had a pretty rough go of it last time. Um, and we woke up early from a nap. It's now very dark out. We lost some members of the squad we gained last time. And now we're kind of just, we're like, we're just existing, you know what I mean? We're doing our thing. Now, one thing I want to do, right, is I want to get a simple disguise, like a stupid simple one, just to gain access to Forester. Because if I can do that, if it works, I mean, I can gain a very easy way to gain some cheap ammo. One thing I will say, though, is that someone mentioned the artifact, like, identifier thing at the bottom right of the screen, how it says, like, hey, you have an artifact close by. I'm aware of that. I'm just still so set in my ways that I don't think about it, you know what I mean? I take out my detector constantly because of it. Even though, you know, it is a very useful thing to have where I can just kind of not be running around with a detector out unless I know I'm close and, you know, I can go take care of it or whatever. Now, I haven't messed around with this companion list a lot, if I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to keep it default for the most part. Just double check these bodies. It's been a few days. But yeah, rough last go of it. I do kind of not want to do much. By the way, thanks for letting me know to disassemble the shovel. I always disregard the shovel. So it is a useful tip. But anyways, I always like doing things in the daytime in this game. As you should, unless you have night vision. Whoa, who's this guy? Scary. Anyways. So I feel like for at least a little while till it gets more bright out, I'm probably gonna just kind of bum around. Do some minor, like, exploration for, you know, artifacts or something of the sort. Because again, we do have Lucifer at 87%. Every time we sleep, that number is going to drop down pretty significantly. So, artifact hunting is going to be a necessity in this playthrough. But I also need tools, basic tools, so I can finally craft the next level detector. Because the basic detector sucks. It's meant to suck, but it sucks nonetheless. Did I kill that guy? I know one of us did. Possibly. Now, I do have a posse now, and they are Sin members, so that's nice. It doesn't give me any guarantees, unfortunately, though. It's not much in the terms of survival. It's more in the terms of making me feel comfortable. I am the priority in gunfights. I am still as squishy as I'll ever be. But now, at least I'll have backup. And who knows, maybe they, hold on. It is right alt, you guys have told me? Alt's not working for auto loot. Ooh. That was a little close, wasn't it? Regardless, let me, free cigarettes. I'll figure it out. It's no big deal. Let me have a bite to eat real quick. I know about the hot bar, but I'm stuck in my ways. Let me do this. I don't have food, actually. Oh, I do have a PDA I can view, though. Okay, it's nothing. I can use the bat as a emergency feed Lucifer artifact, but I really don't want to. I want to find a really good artifact to feed Lucifer. Or, I mean, to transmutate, so I can have it. I don't really want to, you know, use that just as Lucifer fuel. I feel like that's a silly thing to do. So, for the time being, I'm not going to do that. It's gonna kind of, like, tiptoe around these anomalies. Going a little bit more up north. Gonna hunt some artifacts, do some quests. Because up here, we have a few things we can do. Destroy the enemy and kill a planner, which is apparently right at... Oh, yeah, this is bandit base, actually. I don't think I'm actually ready to go to that bandit base before daytime, at least. And with my current armaments, it's probably not a good idea anyways. I would love to just, you know, kind of be balls to the walls, do anything I want. The problem is, it's not going to work out. So I'm not going to do it. I want to have success. I don't want to do something very risky and stupid for little to no reason. It would basically just be in the name of content and gameplay, but I already died once to a pretty unfortunate event, so I do not want to die again to something similar. Therefore, I won't risk it. Now, nothing really has changed since the last time I played to now. I haven't really edited anything or something like that. It's all... Everything's the same. My reshade's the same. My mods are the same. My settings are the same. It's the same game, so I think this is how I'm going to keep it going forward, personally. If anyone has, what the hell? If anyone has recommendations on, like, mods or, you know, a reshade or anything, drop them down in the comments. I appreciate anything like that. I know some people are a little reluctant. Oh. Where? The second I drop my quick save, right? I don't even know where these people are. They're like in the friggin... I don't even know what just happened. Was that guy that ran out the gate an enemy? It probably was. There's multiple, but I think they're fighting each other over there. It's so this is why I hate playing in the dark. You can't see anything like 2 feet. Like, look at this. It's just black. Okay, well, the danger has been eliminated, but you just can't see anything. It's just black. That's all it is. These bodies are old, right? Yeah. I think I might want this. It's C repair kit, and it's a pistol slot weapon, unless they've changed it. Now, something I will say as a tip for Ironman, I don't think I've done too many tips for this game, because, you know, I wouldn't consider myself like this all-knowing, omnipotent player that just knows everything. But I will say one thing: take what you can get, and don't worry about things. I guess you can say, like, you know, pride. Like, don't, oh, I'm in this gunfight, I have to win, right? Or, oh, I'm not going to use companions because that's lame. No. Dude, you die immediately in this game, right? There is no... Oh, that's a nice find. There is no room for failure. There is no room for mistakes. You die, it's game over, right? What the hell is this? Oh, someone blew up. So my biggest recommendation is don't worry about things like that. Don't, like, stress the little things. Don't stress having to be a coward, or don't stress having to, you know, do something cheesy to get the victory. Do what you can to win. Do what you can to survive, because eventually you're gonna die. This game is not a game that lasts forever, right? You will die eventually, and you will have to start again. Look at all of my playthroughs, right? Now, I swear I had strength level 2 already. I swear I had strength level 2 already. What the hell? Am I crazy, or was that endurance that I got level 2? Someone check my last 2 videos, because I'm pretty sure I already had strength at level 2. That doesn't make sense. I think I even commented on it, like, oh, strength level 2. You know, I was excited or something. So, I don't know. That's a corpse over there. You can barely see it. It must be a mutant. Now, if you're wondering why I'm just waltzing through this place, it's because I'm waiting for it to turn day, but also if I run into any artifacts, I can immediately feed Lucifer. I'm not trying to keep any artifacts at the moment, unless I find, like, an empty that or something like that that I can upgrade or transmutate, because that would be huge. Imagine having a full empty this early on into the game. I'm already strong because of Lucifer. I'd even be more strong. Or stronger, rather, if you're, you know, trying to use proper English. Now, Electros are, I already said this, but Electros are more deadly now. Electros, are a scary beast because, you know, the game doesn't kind of let you know you're close anymore to one, for example. Which sucks, because I totally used, like, that was an advantage I used. Plus, sometimes they'd go off and you take no damage, and I think they fixed that. So. It's so dark. I cannot see anything beyond my flat. Even if I were to turn on my headlamp, it's just, like, you can see more, thanks to, you know, how lighting works. Like, that's just how lighting is in real life, even. But it's not enough to... And I'm not... Oh, no. Wait. That's a controller. Oh, there's an artifact. Our controller's hostile. Because, like, technically, they shouldn't be, right? I'm nervous. I don't trust it. You know what I mean? I really don't. Because, yes, mutants are supposed to be friendly. Even the pseudo-giants have been friendly. I don't trust it. There's an artifact around here, though, that I wanna get. I'm nervous. Could also be a Karlik, I think. I think Karliks also have this effect. Oh, there he is. This is weird. Yeah, he's friendly, alright, but... I can't see anything? This is weird. Where's this artifact, by the way? He's talking to me. It's over here. Can you leave so I can see a little bit better? My friend. Okay. Oh, that's the mutant I have to kill. God damn it. I really don't want to right now. I'll do it later. Let me find this artifact first. Oh, I hate this detector so much. Okay, it's over here. No, it's not. Oh, I see it. Can you go away? Man. What is moss? I don't like that. I really don't. I'm walking over here. He won't leave. What does this do? Convert energy of raw meat into special abilities. Lasts for 1 minute. Eating different mutant meat will override current effect. That's cool. Oh, I don't want to use this. That's cool. By meat, doesn't mean like raw meat? Psysucker seems unbelievably strong. Oh, it only lasts for a minute. It could be very strong. It promotes hunting, but I'll hang on to it. Luckily, it's getting light out. I gotta get out of this area to this guy, because I don't know if two Chimera Hunter rounds right to the dome will kill him. And I'm also not sure if taking up my gun will do the kill yourself animation. It might. It straight up just might. You know what I mean? Like, which I don't want to risk right now. It's so hard to focus. Get out of my head. Oh, he's going over. I really can't see anything. I'm not throwing a grenade. If it hits the controller by accident, it's such a bad news for me. Oh, he's going over to fight him. Okay, that being on good terms with controllers seems a little strong, doesn't it? Oh, he's dead. Well. Why are my boys out fighting, by the way? Tech enemies. I don't know, man. Alright, well. I was, like, so hesitant to take that shot because of the controller's, like, influence. I was, like, worried I was gonna miss, so I just didn't. Are both these bodies in anomalies, by the way? Like, for real. Thank God it's brighter out now, though. Like, is this guy in an anomaly? No. I feel like I'm being quiet. If I'm being quiet, I'm sorry. I'm not meaning to be quiet. I'm just, like, kind of locked in right now, and I don't know why. I guess I'm just nervous after last episode, you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't want to die. I don't want to die again to something stupid because I let my guard down even just a little bit. Dude had... Oh, come on. I'm doing the whole skinning animation for, like, 5 rubles. My brother. I think this guy is just in an anomaly. No. I don't think that's friendly to Forrester. I don't know if it isn't or not, but I'm not gonna lug it around just for the off chance that it might be. So this is pretty cool. This M4 is a C-type repair kit, huh? Really? I'll take it for now. That's interesting. Well, hey! Controller died and I didn't have to do anything. I did kill the stalkers, though, so, you know. I still had to do something, right? Anything else I have to do here? No. Although I do hear another mutant. Let's continue down this way, see if I run into any other stalker types. So far, this Mosin, although, you know... let me turn off this flashlight now. It's now morning, but I'm gonna have to force myself to stay awake until, like, later, because my character's gonna fall asleep so early now. But that's good. That just means it's a reset, right? Okay, that's a pseudo-giant. That's great news, actually, because that means any stalkers in this area are either dead or gotta deal with them. I do agree with what that one guy said, though. Yeah, it does seem pretty strong. It does seem pretty strong that you're just friends with the mutants, right? Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. You just are. I get it, but at the same time, like, it's just cool, right? This game's already hard. This game is already difficult. No need to stress the small stuff. I'm gonna check over here for things like artifacts and just, in general, like, people to shoot. There is someone over here, isn't there? No, I thought there was. Thought I had a quest to come over here at one point. Guess not. That's you can sleep over there, by the way. I don't know what to call it, so I think I'll just, for lack of a better term, dub it for the moment the Tarkov effect. And that's a game that, like, you spend most of your time walking rather than running. And I don't mean like a movie game, right, where like the game forces you to walk. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like you, like, of your own volition, spend a lot more time walking than running. I'm searching stashes for some reason. I don't know why I'm doing that. And I like that about this game. And I like that about, that's why I call it the Tarkov effect. I like that about games like Tarkov as well. Because sure, yeah, you run everywhere, but so many times in the game you are walking. You are taking your time. You are thinking about literally everything. And I like that. I like that about games. It gives you this feeling of just like immersion, you know what I mean? Like no holds barred, like proper immersion. You are in the situation, taking your time, thinking about each step through carefully. I'm a big fan. I am going to take my detector out here because the detector does have slightly longer range than the like HUD artifact detector does. And this area seems relatively safe so far. So I'll just hold it out. And mutants aren't a threat to me either. So that helps. Alright, it looks like they're shooting around these parts though. Keep an eye out. Okay, so far no artifacts. I don't know whether I'm gonna keep this food artifact or not. I feel like I'm... He's totally a bad guy. You saw the way he moved just now? Yeah. Oh no. I heard him, like, and I looked and he wasn't there anymore. That scared me. Dude, the way people just, like... Someone said, oh, doesn't, like, doesn't having the mod or whatever make it easier to see stalkers? And I said, like, yes and no. That was, like, my initial answer. Dude, the guy, you couldn't see him unless you, like, rewind and watch, probably, right? That's a good, disguise, by the way. It's medium, so it's easy to repair. You know, yada yada. And this is just a cool helmet. I got some cool stuff I gotta go bring back home. Random duty guy just out here. Tried flanking me too. That is a stash. I do love that though. It's so cool. How you can just have moments like that, you know what I mean? Where there just is a stalker out here all by himself. That's a life for you. Now, word on the street is that A-Life in Stalker 2 has been fixed. I mean, cool. Don't know if I'm in a rush to go back to Stalker 2. I don't think any of you guys are trying to rush me back into Stalker 2 either. I think people are kind of like... We're now at the point, and I dreaded for this day to come, right? I dreaded for this day to come, but we're now at the point where people are literally making videos on YouTube called, like, everything Stalker 2's guns do wrong, and, you know, how this is bad in Stalker 2, how Stalker 2 ruined mutants, and I'm just like, it's a lament, right? Because you're just like, I kind of figured, I thought, you know, this might happen. I never wanted it to, I never, like, this was never the plan, this was never the hope, but here we are. We're now at the point where Stalker 2 is getting the hate videos, where everyone who's even had a little bit of a honeymoon period with the game... What the fuck? This guy wasn't here before, was he? I do not remember this guy being here. And I like... Yeah, this guy was not here. Stalkers came here. Yeah, anyone with even the slightest bit of a honeymoon period for Stalker 2 is now like no longer, it seems. Oh, there's just a lurker here now. What the fuck? Look at this guy. Wasn't here initially. It is nice though how like this more is like it makes Sin like more dangerous of a faction because it gives the idea that this is home base. You know what I mean? Like you come here messing with Sin, like good night. You know what I mean? Armor's better. 13, 34, 45. Oh. Okay, has more. Rupture's 30, impact is 14. Tiger Stripe seems like the better one in terms of overall. The burn resistance for this is 45, while the burn resistance for this is 14, but everything else, wait, 16, 2, 12, 2, 6, 107, okay, 8, 30, 14. Actually, the bear is overall better, a little. Electric burn is 14.7. I'll keep the bear. Someone's like, no, you fucked up. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, man. Whatever. Whatever. Oh, come on. I'll take this one. Can I not drop just one of the guns? There we go. Alright, let's turn back to Sin HQ and turn in that that quest first of all. Make some money. Hey, buddy. Well, you know, speaking of the Sin and mutant relationship, it does kind of make sense, right? Because Sin are basically mutants now. Like, a Sinner is a mutant, in a way. So that's why mutants don't attack them, because mutants also really don't infight either, for the most part. Oh, that's a poltergeist, or a ghost, or whatever they're called. I just call them poltergeists, but I think Gamma calls them ghosts. Yeah, listen, I am not complaining about the Sin mutant relations. I'm not. Like, I'm 100% for it. Even if I do think it might need a bit of a nerf. Like, even just a little bit. Again, tying it to Lucifer, where if you go down to 50% of Lucifer, you no longer are friendly towards them. Like, no, in my eyes, that's fine, right? Like, I'm not against if they were to do something like that. For example, am I saying, oh, do it right now, or I want them to? No, not. But I'm just saying, if they were, it would make sense. That's all I'm trying to say. Now, the skinning animation is probably going to get old, but I'll stick with it, honestly. I'll deal with it, because it is fun. It is cool, right? You sure? Okay. Oh, my arm is getting broken. I forgot. Forgot that that's what that does. Even if it's a little bit, even if it's a lot of it, it still breaks my armor when I'm close, and I'm not a fan of that. To this day, I am not. Listen, if you get hit by an anomaly, fair play. If you're near an anomaly, your armor and health shouldn't go down. Like, that's silly. It takes away the entire point of trying to evade the anomaly, because you cannot evade the anomaly. That's a fracture. Now, seeing mutants is actually a good thing now, because if you see a mutant, you know that no stalkers at that area, because they would be all over them. Now, the Red Forest is still dangerous. I mean, you know, you saw if that duty guy saw me and I didn't see him, I was getting lit the fuck up. And that numbs the brakes, you know what I mean? I'm dead now. Game over. Game over, forehead, you know what I mean? Like... And again, random stalkers could always walk into here, and I know that from experience. The hard way. This might be a little bit more low-key of an episode right now, but... You know, it's like... What the hell? What'd I say? A duty guy literally walked in here and got his ass fucking killed. What'd I say? Oh, that's in good condition. I already have venom, yep. So, like, there you go. Perfect example of that, right? Did anyone die, or did he... I think he just got murked. I think he just got his ass kicked. So let me... Wrong pipe. Let me put what I found away. Oh, shut up. Look, the second I do anything, my gun goes from, what's it called? Holster to not, and now they're upset. Like, come on. I can't do anything about that. This is, like, slightly better, because ballistic resistance is 28, and this one's 25, but everything about this one's better. So I'm just gonna disassemble this one. Take its stuff. Okay, well, okay, Jesus. I literally can't control it. It is not within my ability to control. I think that's the only natural stash in here, I think. Alright, that's 5 grand. Oh, come on, Army Warehouses, you're gonna give me that one at? Really? Oh, no, here we go. Here's a stash I can put stuff in. Perfect. So, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do some rearranging now that I know about that. This stash will be for, like, guns, specifically. The other one will be for pretty much everything else, like all this nonsense. Like, all of it. I think that makes sense, right? That's a fair thing. Oh my god, remember my, Unisig playthrough where I spent, like, an entire episode like organizing a stash. I was like the entire time in the back of my head I was like, oh my god, people are going to like not like this. This is gonna be awful. It's gonna be a waste of time episode at most, or a detriment at least. Those away, those are heavy. All this stuff away for now, because it all weighs way too much. Keep all this stuff on me at all times. Alright, cool. Anything I want to throw here? Probably a hammer, right? Nah, it's not that big of a deal. Disassemble these, though. For the parts. I don't have a lot of ammo left for that. I gotta keep that in the back of my head. Alright, not bad. Good organization, if I do say so myself. Wait. So, what meat is this? A Psi dog? Pseudo dog. So that would be Psi damage reduction, Psi regen. That would be good for, you know, like, what's it called? Psi fields and stuff like that, right? Hold on. I left my sleeping bag. I'm gonna leave it there because I picked up this one. I think that makes sense. I think it makes sense to leave that one there, and hopefully it does not despawn. If it does, I have another one, so it's really not a big deal. Anyways, while I'm here, I'm gonna repair my armor. with the duct tape. Yeah. And repair my helmet with a pocket knife. Why not? Okay, cool. Every little bit helps. Now, the gun's fine. This gun, I need a bolt carrier. Oh, yeah, let me check that actually, see if I have one. Oh, I put the weapon parts in the other. It's fine. I think I'll keep them there. Makes sense in a way, right? This is the bolt itself. And I think the guy is selling the carrier. But, like, with a jam probability of 7%, I don't think I care that much, right? Because it'll only jam after a shot. So if I make a shot into jams, you know, at least I made the shot. This is going to bite me in the ass, I know it. But whatever. I can't do anything to stop it, right? I need to get artifacts. Worst case scenario, I use the ones I have and sacrifice them, but I don't... Actually, you know what? I am going to sacrifice that one. I don't find myself using it that often, if I'm being completely honest. So, yeah. Monolith. Monolith. Don't do that. Alright, now what am I doing? What is the plan, man? I can go here to turn in the quest. That is very true. I'm not going north. I'm sorry. After careful consideration, I have decided that going north is not a good idea right now. With a Mosin and a Chimera Hunter, clearing out this bandit base is going to get me killed. I've died there and also barely cleared it out using better equipment, right? So it would be a silliness of mine, as one would say, to, you know, do otherwise. All right. Okay, that's my boy. Oh, there is an artifact. Very good. Walk wide around this electro. Okay, well, the artifact... Oh, the guy killed a fracture. Oh, it was a monolith. That makes more sense. Please, let me loot the body. Okay, now that I'm thirsty, the thirst will actually affect my vision. And it'll also give me back some hunger when I drink, so I'm going to do that. Cool. Now. Because Monolith are brainwashed, right? That's the difference. Monolith are brainwashed, Sin are mutants. So that's why the mutants still go after the Monolith, I believe, right? Okay, gunshots going on down there, but I kind of care more about this artifact right now. Okay, it's this way. Mama's beads. Nice. Now, what do Mama's beads transmute into? Whatever that is. I don't know what that is. Oh! They have the... That's cool. They have the Stalker 2 thing. That's cool. Now, it can turn into a crystal. Alright. Well, that's fine. I'm going to sacrifice it. Alright, 89. Feeling good. Oh, Jesus. Watch out for the anomalies. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna get shot at, aren't I? Hold on. I really need to test something because I accidentally just shot my own guy and hurt him a lot. If I get shot at by Sin, I'm reloading. I'm not, like I said before, we're not playing the stupid game of I'm gonna be hunted by my faction and I just have to deal with it, right? I'm not doing that. So I'm just gonna see if they're aggroed. I'm not gonna like go in there properly because they could just shoot me. Looks like they are. I think. They're definitely acting like it. Yeah, see? If Dazbog's acting like that towards me, because that's a faction leader, right? I'm just waiting for him to take a shot. Or can I leave and come back? Because, like... Okay, I'm just going to leave and come back and hopefully the heat's off me. Luckily, I'm not going there. I'm going to, what's it called? I'm going to go to Pripyat, so... Hopefully by the time I come back, they don't hate me anymore. I don't know, I feel out of it today. It's one of those days, right? I don't know how to describe it. I'm just out of it. I feel weird. I feel off. I feel indifferent about the world. I'm still having fun. I'm still, like, bing chilling, but, like, you know? I don't know how to describe it. Really don't. It is nice to see a fellow sinner every now and then. It's like, hey, my brother. But also, I know we're, like, almost done the episode, and I feel like I haven't accomplished a whole lot, but I want to say it regardless. I am unbelievably thankful for the amount of support you've shown me for my comeback. The amount of comments and likes and, oh my Jesus Christ, my eyes. Everything. Unbelievably thankful. You have no clue. I don't think you ever will. And I don't think I can convey it enough. Like, you can only say thank you so many times before it's like, alright, we get it, right? But it's the truth. Like, that's how I feel about it. Oh my god. Anyways. I will, like, you know, it's just one of those things, right? It's one of those things you can't really convey that well into words, and you never will. But you'll always feel it. So yeah, thank you. More than you will ever realize. Numbers, like, you know, it's one of those, it's easy to say numbers don't mean anything, but just seeing the amount of support, it will never cease to amaze me, right? Like, that's where my mind goes. It, like, baffles me. You tell me, like, a few years ago that, hey, you know, you're gonna just play Stalker, and you're gonna have people that actually care about watching you and stuff like that. Like, it's like a foreign concept, you know what I mean? But here we are. Now, while I'm on the subject of that, just because it's a topic of conversation, I suppose. I've always kind of thought to myself, like, I have personally watched every now and then, you know, someone small that I started watching get big or get bigger, right? And I always thought to myself, you know, what happens if they lose sight of the path? Like, what happens if they get so big that, you know, they don't care about where the grassroots, right? Well, I have a little bit I want to say about that. Nothing too serious, but right after this loading screen. Alright, loading screen over. So what I mean by that is, like, I'm not going to name names. I wouldn't do that because, you know, some people that get big, you know, they earn their success. I wish the best to them, and my feelings at the end of the day aren't, like, a big deal. And shouldn't be, by the way. But sometimes I see a person that has gained so much success, and I can't help but think that what they are now is, like, something that I don't think they wanted to be, but it's like a product of circumstance, right? I feel like now they are what they never were, and they've changed, in my opinion, for, like, the worst, or the worse. And now, I'm speaking very generally on purpose. I have, you know, I have people in mind, or, you know, whatever, but I'm not ever gonna tell, you know, what my thoughts are on this subject directly, because I feel like that wouldn't be fair. Talking behind someone's back of someone I don't know personally. And it's also just my opinion, right? So I wouldn't do that to these people who have, you know, gained immense success, and most likely, you know, just like me, never thought they ever would, and here they are. Like a true product of circumstance, right? But I can't help but feel that way sometimes, right? You see someone that you almost grew up on, maybe, or you watched from the beginning and you were like an OG supporter, and now it's like, you know, if you were to say hi, they can't even read your name in the comments or the messages. Or they don't know who you are. Like, you're literally like an invisible person per se, right? And it makes me think, like, I don't want to be like that. If I ever get to the point where I am big, like huge, right? I want to always remember who was there first. Before numbers. Because here's the thing. Again, it's easy to say numbers don't matter. And a lot of people do say that. They're like, numbers don't matter. But think about it. Have you ever clicked on a YouTube channel or a Twitch stream and saw, like, the amount of followers and the amount of people watching the stream, like the viewer count, and you thought, oh, this guy's like a nobody. You know, why should I watch them? Why out of all people should I watch this guy? You know, and that's how I felt about me at first. I felt like, man, no one's gonna watch me. Like, you can watch, what's his, Operator Drewski, right? You can watch Ramen Style. You can watch all these dudes who, like, are already situated, who already have these followings, who already have these people, who have these opinions, you know, blah, 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 whatever, right? Why me? I'm no one special. I'm just a guy. Hey, look, I'm talking to you on, like, a wireless Turtle Beach mic back when I first started. A wireless Turtle Beach headset and mic. Not knowing anything. I didn't even edit the video at all. It was just a pure, like, 1080p unedited footage. No compression. No mixing. Just nothing, right? It was nothing. There was nothing. And at the time, I thought, like, that was piss poor. I thought, dude, I'm like, this is lazy. No one's gonna watch this. No one's gonna give a shit about, hey, look, I'm a random ass dude playing Gamma, playing Freedom, just on hard and survivalist, right? I was like, yeah, okay. But no, somehow, some way, you guys showed up. I walked in the zone, expecting to find nobody, and I found a ton of people. You know, if you allow me to be corny for a moment, just because I think it's funny. Next thing you know, I'm going to be doing a Draw My Life, you know, back when people did that in, like, what was that, 2012? You guys have to remember that kind of shit, right? Like, the Draw My Life? Everyone was doing that. Remember before Boogie, like, turned out to be a kind of a psychopath and a lolcow? You know, he was at the point where he did a Draw My Life and everything like that. Like, you know, that kind of stuff. Like, oh my god, that's like back in the day. I will say one guy, though. I will name one person just because I want to know if anyone else knows this guy. I really want to figure this out. When I was a kid, like a kid, I watched a guy that played all kinds of games, but I mostly watched him play horror games. Why am I here? I'm like searching for artifacts that might not even exist. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna loop this area, go to Pripyat, and call it a day probably. But anyways, I watched this guy. His name was Cloud8745. He is the earliest YouTube channel I can actually remember watching. I don't like, I've watched YouTube videos, right? Back like when I was younger. But he is like the only channel I consistently remember like coming back to. Like I would type in his videos. Like I would type in his username looking for him, right? That is the earliest YouTube channel I have like memory of that I watched like consistently. And so far I haven't I don't think there was anyone before him for me. Now, you know, I haven't watched him in years. I almost kind of want to go back and see his videos just to see, like, you know, what younger me was watching. But I just remember, I remember him playing I Want to Be the Guy. I remember him playing Silent Hill. I remember him playing, what was it? It was like kind of like a horror, but also kind of not a horror game at the same time. It was like, oh, this means fighting something. It was like a kind of almost cutesy horror game. I don't know how else to put it, man. But I remember that. Bits and pieces. I'm so tempted to go back in time and like watch those videos again to figure out what the hell was going on. Okay, what is going on over here? This mutant's fighting something. Whatever it's fighting, I want whatever it drops. Ah, it's probably on the road. It's probably fighting Monolith on the road. What I think. But I don't know what happened to Cloud. I think he stopped uploading for a long time, and, you know, being young, I just fell out of him for a while. I was like, I was kind of upset, but, you know, I was young where I didn't really have that longing feeling yet. I didn't really think about it like that. I kind of just, like, shrugged and accepted things as they were. Oh, they're fighting each other. There is mutant infighting. Huh. Yeah, why can I skin a pseudo giant with this knife, but I can't skin a chimera? How does that work? I guess pseudo giants have like thinner meat, they don't really have hide. Well, chimeras are like a tough monster, right? I don't really know. Okay, well, chimera takes that victory. I mean, pseudo giant. So yeah, mutants do infight, but I wonder how this even started. They don't usually infight. It's not their MO. I'm gonna wait for this lurker to die so I can start skinning. Come on, hurry it up. Oh, that's probably a monolith. I just wasn't expecting the gunshots. Yeah, sharper knife required. Look at that, but I can skin the pseudo giant. Come on, man. Alright, anyways, let's course correct. Let's get back on track here, shall we? No artifacts here. That kind of sucks. Let's go to Pripyat. Let's get the hell out of here. That was just like a little fucking romp through the woods, wasn't it? Just like a whole lot of really nothing happened besides me just yapping. But hey, sometimes that is what it is, right? Sometimes that is the content. I'm sorry, I can't help myself. Next episode we'll probably actually go to like Lamansk or Zaton or something like that. Not Lamansk, but like Zaton and Jupiter. Try to like actually do some stuff, right? I think that would be fun. This is more of a chill episode after last one, I suppose. Hey, look, it's this place. Hey, look, it's Monolith. Thank God, because, like, if I... Like, that's a Nosterog right there. You hear that chonk-ass sound this guy got going on, right? Like, that's scary. And if that ain't a friendly sound, then I'm dead. It's that simple. We're gonna have a good amount of money after I turn in this quest. I think I should buy a few things to bolster my journey. One thing, though, I can't buy are stashes. And one thing I don't have right now are stashes. I need a golden stash to get my tools. I don't have any stashes, I just realized. I have no stash. Oh, I have one. I have one in freaking Jupiter. I have one stash. I think after next episode, I'm going to just go right to Jupiter from here. I think that is the smartest thing I can do. Considering the sinners in the mine probably still don't like me for accidentally shooting one of their own, which I can't believe I did that. I just... dude, in this game, you shoot first and ask questions later. It's like, that's common sense for Stalker. You say, who are you? And then you shoot the gun before waiting for an answer. Because the answer you could receive could be a bullet. So you have to give your answer before theirs. Okay, that wasn't marked. So I was following a quest marker that wasn't leading me to where I wanted to go. By the way, I feel like I'm going to say this every single video now. The HUD at the bottom left of the screen, the cool looking one that everyone likes. Gamma Style Health Panel by Alpha Lion. You can find it on the Gamma Discord. Just search up Alpha Lion or Gamma Style Health Panel under the mods. Don't worry, I don't dislike telling people what it is, but it is funny how it's like... Now I kind of understand why streamers have that, like, exclamation point FAQ command in their streams. It's for that. It's for that reason. I get it now. I understand. It's very funny. It is very humorous. Alright, well I did that. And I have another job to turn in, but let me see if there's new ones here. There should be. Location outskirts? No, sir. One AI2? I can spare one. I can spare one. Man, a bunch of mutant stuff. Look at all the mutant stuff I need to turn in. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Right, let me turn in these jobs. My god. It's scary. Okay, job is done. That's the main quest. Job is done. That's the AI2. 2,800 for one AI2 is actually awesome. Any work you want done? No. Meet Stribog. Okay, that's back in, yeah. Wait, any work you want done? Anywhere I may travel. Oh, okay, that's useful. I mean, I might not use this a lot because it's so easy to run from here to, like, Jupiter, for example. It's so easy to run from here to outskirts. Red Forest is tempting, but, like, it's just a run through radar, right? Alright, well, I have a clean 50k with a decent amount of ammo, but a lack of artifacts right now. That's the one thing I really need. So with that said, this has been more of a low-key, more of a... No, a kind of chill episode comparatively to what we've already been doing. Just a lot of talking, a lot of, you know, nothing, I guess, happening. But, you know, sometimes that is, in its own right, you know, fun. So I hope you enjoyed nonetheless. Sinner Samael lives another day, even if he did die once. We'll do things like shopping and all that next episode at the very beginning, just so I don't bloat the ending here with a bunch of unnecessary stuff. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed a little bit more of a low-key episode this time. Any suggestions, anything, like mod suggestions, game suggestions, anything like that, leave down in the comments. I read all my comments. If you got a heart and a thumbs up from me, I read it. If you didn't do that, but I replied or something like that, it's probably because you said something that wasn't that too cool, right? But don't take it any which way. Especially like if you don't think I read your comment, I probably did. I probably just forgot to thumb it up. Whatever. I read all my comments. Keep that in the back of your mind. I read every single comment. I love reading them. It's not a lie. With that said, everybody, it's been me again. Thank y'all for coming out once more for episode 3. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out. Bye bye.